again, guys, another day, another review, as I like to say, and today we're going to take a look at the Simbans Ultimax tablet PC. Now, they don't say much, as you can see on the packaging. It says quad-core processor. It doesn't mention which one, which is sad because it's actually boasting an MTK8127 quad-core processor running at a clock speed of 1.3 GHz per core. What is actually interesting is that this processor also includes a Mali 450 GPU, and this is actually something very important. I wonder why they haven't written it to the side, because the Mali GPU is what's going to help you achieve excellent frame rates and graphics in games which other cheap tablets will not allow you to. So as we can see, we have a manual here, and I'm going to show you the actual device. In the meantime, I'll tell you a little bit more about the specs. So as we said, quad-core MTK8127, 1 GB of DDR2 RAM, Android KitKat porn, not porn. 1 GB Android KitKat 4.4, GPS enabled, Bluetooth is in there as well. We have a G sensor as always, 2 cameras, back facing camera with 2 megapixels and a front facing camera with 0.3. Nothing worth mentioning when it comes to the cameras. The Wi-Fi is pretty good from what I've seen, and what I forgot to mention is we have 16 GB of storage inside. It can be expanded with an SD card to up to 32 GB. This is a 10-inch tablet, 16:9 capacitive 10-point tablet with a resolution of 1024 x 600 pixels. So it's pretty good all in all. The hardware, I would like to show you what's inside here. Hold on. Yeah, that's so charging cable, USB cable, standard stuff. What we haven't seen yet is actually what I find very nice, the fact that the company also gives us a free cover for this tablet, and I'm actually pretty curious to see how good that cover is. I haven't unpacked it yet, so let's do that. Let me just take a look at where. Okay, here. So this is probably gonna tear. Doesn't look very good. There we go. Okay, so but the cover itself inside seems pretty sturdy from what I can already see, and I also like the way it looks. Let's see how we can put that tablet inside. In the meantime, I forgot to also mention that the manual is only in English, so if you speak any other language, you will not find it in here. You better learn English. But as I've said many times before, if you really want to use this device and you have some experience with Android devices, you'll have no problems, because it is not more complicated than another Android device, whether it's a phone, a tablet, or even one of those TV boxes. All these devices run Android, most of them KitKat, and so you know it's gonna feel basically the same. The cover itself looks pretty nice and sturdy. I like the build quality of it. Here we have the Simbans logo, and all in all, it's very nice that we get this for free, additional, considering that the tablet itself is very cheap. And you can position a tablet like that and hold it if you like and use it. You can regulate 2 height levels. But other than that, it also offers us a certain amount of protection. The tablet does not have Gorilla Glass, so be careful with it. You do have a screen protector applied already once you get it, so that's nice. But as mentioned, make sure that you don't drop it, because even with the cover, chances are it will probably break. It's a fairly large device, not very heavy. It's working in a power saving mode most of the time because the processor does not require too much energy to run. This time we took a look at some of the settings. I'm going to show you especially what we have here concerning the storage. Hold on. So as I've mentioned, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and we have here the data usage. And we go to storage. You'll notice that currently I don't have a micro SD card, but I still have only 2 gigs here, and it appears as if I have one with almost 11 gigabytes of space. Now this is a quite common thing when it comes to Chinese tablets and phones. They do like to separate it. Now if you were to insert a micro SD card, you would just get a second storage compartment as if a second micro SD card was inserted. Now that's not a big deal. You can also jailbreak it or root it and thus change these settings later. But even if you don't, this is really no problem. With 2 gigs of normal space, normal storage, it's not gonna be a big deal. I personally had no problem with this, and it's actually quite convenient if you don't plan on using a micro SD card with it, as I am here. And as I've shown you, we are actually working here with Android KitKat 4.2. Here, let's take a look at the browsing experience. As you can see, it's all very quick. I don't seem to have any lags, any slowdown. I'm zooming in, I'm zooming out. The internet's working very well. The Wi-Fi reception is excellent. I'm just gonna click on one of those links to see how long. As you can see, this is a page with large pictures. I'm zooming in out. Everything is, as I mentioned, very fast, and this is something that will consistently continue throughout all my tests today. So I can already tell you this is a pretty good tablet. And just by the way, I want to show you how the YouTube application works, just as I do with everything else. Here's my channel, and with such a large screen, you would think that this would be very convenient to use for YouTube and videos, and you'd be absolutely right. It is. It feels quite nice. It works very well. The thing that I don't like about this tablet in general is that the speaker in the back of the unit is actually a bit quiet for my taste. I would have loved if it was louder. It's nothing to be complaining about. It works generally very well. You can still hear everything, but I personally just enjoy listening to things on higher volume settings, because sometimes you would just want to put the tablet somewhere and let it just blabber while you're doing something else. This is also possible here, but not if it's very loud around you. So keep that in mind, otherwise the screen is just awesome. It's time to benchmark this puppy, and as I always like to do it, I do it with real life situations, namely games. Now in this case, I'm not going to show you the usual lame games here. We're going to go all out. It has a GPU which actually can keep up with a lot of other devices, and here we have the HD version of Heroes 3, especially for Android devices. One of my favorite games. I love playing this when I'm in the subway or if I'm waiting somewhere. So this is one of my favorite games, and it was of course very important to me that the device can run it without any slowdown, without any problems, and luckily it does. It's basically destroying the application. It's giving it no chance to slow it down. You're going to see now a battle. Pay attention at the beginning of the battle. It seems like nobody's doing anything. This is a Heroes 3 thing. It's not the device itself. There's basically a song that you need to wait every time before a battle, and then you can actually act. And now, as you can see, the animations are fluent, fast. We're talking some HD changes here. Everything runs fine. So we can steadily move on to the next benchmarking game. Now, the game I really enjoy playing is The Bard's Tale. Now, The Bard's Tale is a game about this guy here, the Bard. It's full with humor, and I mean full with it. Back in the old days when they made different kind of questing games, adventures, they were just so funny to play. And this is one of the later ones which still look awesome and play awesomely on the mobile devices. I have actually installed the HD version of it. You get asked which version you want. I'm going to now beef up the graphics and everything just to show you that the device still has absolutely no problem. So these are the standard graphics with the HD version, but I'm gonna push everything to high and basically to all here and here as well, and that's pretty much it. And you will see that the game, and I would like to apologize, my camera is recording these weird colors like red dots and stuff, because whenever a digital camera faces another screen, it shows all kinds of weird artifacts. I don't know how to change that. I don't think I can. It's just the nature of the stuff. But you're gonna have to take my word on it. This game looks awesome, and as you can see, it runs smoothly, although it has some 3D graphics here. Absolutely no problem for the tablet. The Mali 450 GPU handles all of it without any issue. Let's take a look at Battlefield 4's Commander mode. Now, this obviously isn't that difficult to benchmark, but the application is quite bitchy when it comes to working with tablets. It often just causes a lot of trouble and doesn't want to work. Unfortunately, DICE have decided to discontinue this, so in a month or so it's no longer going to work, but we have the possibility to test it now, so let's do it. As you can see, this involves a lot of scrolling, a lot of zooming, quick motions. That everything does seem to run very smoothly. I'm very happy with it. This is not only playable, it's very comfortable. I found that to be awesome, and I enjoyed playing it. I did quite a lot of it, and I can definitely recommend this tablet if you want to play Commander mode, among other games of course, because as you can see, it doesn't seem to have any trouble whatsoever playing any of these games. Alright, this is it. This is what I consider the toughest game when it comes to testing these puppies. We're talking Asphalt 8 Airborne. Now, this game has stunning graphics. It's very fast. It has several cars which have a lot of polygons. So the whole thing is very heavy on tablets, on phones, on everything. Now unfortunately, as you can see, the whole thing looks grainy and ugly. I've explained that already. Unfortunately, that is what happens when my camera is pointed at a screen and trying to record something. But it's, you know, the game always looks the same. So if you've seen it on a smartphone or a tablet, you'll know how this game looks, and this game is absolutely gorgeous. You'll have to take my word for it again, but there's no low HD version of it. So this game, when I was playing it here during the recording, looked gorgeous. Now it looks a bit smeared and stuff, but what's important here is that you see that there's absolutely no slowdown, absolutely no lags. I'm driving here this car, having a lot of fun, and it looked gorgeous when I saw it with my own eyes. So in total, what I would like to say about this tablet is that it's absolutely worth its money. As you can see, there was nothing I put in front of it which it could not withstand and take down easily. It didn't seem to heat up too much while playing, and I've been playing quite a lot with it. The battery life wasn't as high as you might hope, but with 10-inch tablets you can't really go too much. If you're gonna play this puppy, games like that, you're looking at around, I'd say, 3.5 hours of game time max. The speaker in the back wasn't so good, and the cameras aren't good, but if you can live without these things, well, not without, they're there, but you know, if you can accept these drawbacks, you're getting a hell of a tablet for very little money. Thank you for watching my video, and have a great day.